Hey. Not right, not wrong. We back at it. The trio is in the building.
Once again.
I got D1 in the building. D1Z. I said that on one of the shows. I had to bring that back. Tamika is in the building. D1, what's happening?
What's good, my friends? What's good? Yes, you did call me D1Z in one of the episodes. I kindly sent you a cease and desist letter. There will be another certified letter on the way. So nice to see you.
It's good to know I'm keeping my attorneys in business with all these cease and desist orders. I got my homeboy JJ in the building, just Ja Boogie.
Salute.
AKA the Jets fan.
Salute. Proud Jets fan. You dig. What's happening?
JJ, what's happening with you?
Ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Another episode, another fun episode about to get into with my comrades. You dig?
Let's do it. Let's do it. So before we get started, for all our fans and listeners and subscribers, please check us out, 92.6 The Spot every Friday, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. on YouTube, Not Right, Not Wrong. Download the app for the radio station. It's on your Android, it's on your iPhone, in the store, get it. Check us out. And a host of other shows that's on the radio station that's definitely entertaining and will keep you entertained.
Dope shows, all dope.
Check out all the podcasts, ladies and gentlemen.
Check out all of them. So, being that I'm a New Yorker, Ja's a New Yorker, D1 is a New Yorker, it's all in our blood. One thing New Yorkers have, more so than any place else in the world, is an opinion. That's a fact. Whether or not it's a good one, a bad one we want to hear. Every New Yorker has an opinion about everything. You name it. We're passionate about it. You know, sometimes this separates family from speaking to other family members. This starts fights among friends, disagreements, and everything. We definitely have opinions. And one of the things we definitely have opinions about is politics, because there's a lot of politics in New York. So politics and being in New York, you hear about politics, you read about it. It's on the news every day. So for this particular show, this particular episode, one of the things that we criticize the most is the mayor of New York City. Past mayors, future mayors, we criticize all of them when we watch these things and figure, what would we do if we were in their shoes? So I had this in mind today to think about that and put ourselves in those shoes and kind of think, what would we do if we were the mayor of New York City? Reason being, they say in politics that the second toughest job in politics, only to the president of the United States, is being the mayor of New York City. I'm inclined to agree with that. Mm-hmm. So we're going to go through different scenarios. We're going to speak up different topics, different events, and things that are currently going on that may be affecting New Yorkers. And we're going to see how D1 would handle that as the first female mayor, the first Black female mayor, the first cinnamon-skinned Black mayor of New York City. We're going to see how she handles some of these topics. Then we're going to flip it around, go to JJ, the first Jets fan mayor of New York City in the building. Then we're going to swing back around to me to see how I would handle a couple of these things. Me being the first mayor that's always handsome.
All right. That's right, boy. Talking good, boy.
So, you know, let's get this started.
Tell him Idris Elba levels, right? Elba levels.
Nah, man, I'm on a new level.
I'm on a new level.
I'm on a new level.
blame you. I blame you. You put
Ah,
a battery
You
in
say,
this
listen,
man's
man.
back.
Ja keep pouring that gas. I'm gonna keep lighting the fire. I'm telling you, just keep pouring it. I'm gonna keep lighting the fire. So, since we're all gentlemen here, you know, I would have to start with D1.
The D
Right.
to the
So
That's of course.
let's start with D1. So, as mayor, D1, I'll
Yes.
start off with something lighthearted, and then we're going to move on to other things that are a little more thick in conversation. So let's say you are selected to throw out the first pitch at a Yankees game. And I'm sure you have the arm for it. You're an athlete. I already know it's easy for you to throw the baseball 90 feet over the strike zone. It's nothing for you.
came out the womb.
It's nothing. I mean, I'm playing myself even mentioning that you could do this because we already know.
Already.
Right. So you can't make it to this. You know, this is something people take pride in, throwing out the first pitch. So you can't make it to this event. Who would you send in your place to throw out the first pitch at the Yankee game? You can't make it. And why would you send this person?
Okay. Okay. Well, first of all, I'd like to thank all the little people who made this moment possible, who voted me into mayorship, who entrusted me with their daily lives and citizenry, whatever. But I can make up words because I'm mayor. I can do that.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
We're finally gonna have a New York City dictionary. This dictionary will show appreciation to all the New York City specific slang.
Nice.
We'll spread it across the land.
I'm buying it.
Make another mark.
I'm buying
Not
it.
M-A-R-C, but M-A-R-K mark. We're never gonna make another M-A-R-C.
Gas station.
So I'd like to thank you very much for asking me this question. It's a very important question. First of all, baseball is national pastime. National. And so I take this very seriously, the role of throwing out the first baseball. I'm not quite sure if I would know the difference between a baseball, football, basketball, golf ball, but I'm sure someone's going to put the right equipment in my hand. I was going to say the right ball in my hand, but that didn't sound appropriate as mayor.
It's going left. Let's bring it back to politics.
Pause.
We're not talking about balls. That's not okay. All right. So let me get back on track.
Yeah, you're on TV now. You're on TV.
But I am prepared for this moment. As your mayor, I'm innovative and I use technology to my advantage. So once I was voted into this role, I went ahead and cloned myself because I knew that I would have to be in multiple places at multiple times. And no one can multitask like a woman can. I spent my whole life trying.
Talk that talk.
Fire.
Talk that talk.
Shots fired.
So what I'm saying to you is I will be there to throw out the first pitch.
Wow.
Woo.
So
Thank you very much.
Gonna show up to throw out the first pitch as yourself.
There will be a version of me.
Wow. Wow.
In that position.
With that arm, with the arm.
With the arm. With the arm.
Yeah.
The version of me that I send will also be pre-programmed to understand sports and understand whatever the heck I'm supposed to be throwing the ball to.
So I just want to say two things in regards to that. For one, I can see where my tax dollars have been going I don't know how to feel about that, whether or not that's innovative or if that's a waste of money, because I could have used that bread. You understand? Then on the flip side, it's innovative. And I mean, talking about moving forward, 10 steps.
Yes.
Yeah. A lot of money.
I'm a leader. New York City is full of leaders. We will lead the charge on this in this country as it relates to technology. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
That's a go.
Yes.
I like it. I like it.
Yes. Second term, 2 terms.
Yeah.
Wow. 8 years. All right.
Yeah.
She already campaigning.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Cloning.
I need everyone to know that came off the top of my head. I'm a brilliant mastermind.
This is what we want.
Bars.
I mean, keep in mind, these are, you know, the mayor has to jump into a little bit of everything. He got to shake hands with a lot of, he or she, forgive me, got to shake hands with a lot of people from different businesses, different backgrounds, any and everywhere. Got to wear a lot of different faces. So it may come a time where he may decide, listen, let me offer up some of my DNA. Next thing you know, they cloned. You never know. So I look forward to seeing you at that first pitch being thrown.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
That's what's up.
JJ.
Yeah.
Let me flip over to you.
Yes, sir.
Let me give you a scenario and see how you would handle this and speaking to your constituents.
Okay.
You understand? So you are the first mayor that's a Jets fan. You're every Sunday when there's a home game, you on that pike headed out to Jersey with pride.
Right.
You understand? With your entourage, you got your box seats watching the game.
Yeah.
So you talking to your constituents. And one thing that it takes to be mayor or become mayor and stay mayor, you have to have a lot of money. You have to keep getting money for your campaign. Above all else, New York City is all about money. Make no mistake about that.
Yes.
So we have a baseball field. In any urban neighborhood, you could pick a place in any of the boroughs. We have a baseball field that's been around 15 years. One of your biggest donors that you sit down and meet with at these different restaurants that you go to, shake hands, you know, closed door meetings. He done gave about $1 million plus $2 million to your campaign. Looking forward to you being the mayor again, because you make things happen for him. He speak to you, Mr. Mayor, I need you to tear down this baseball field. I want to throw up this condo, 50 floors, 60 floors. Everything is in there. Dog walk, cleaners, restaurants, movie theaters, doormen, swimming pool, everything. But he want to tear down this baseball field. The baseball field been around 15 years. So this putting you in a situation, because if this donor go, you're going to lose out on a lot of bread. And all the other people that he know, basically this guy got juice. So you decide you want to tear it down, right? You want to get rid of this baseball field. So you at the town hall, how do you explain to these parents, to these players, that you need to tear down this baseball field? Now, meanwhile, the press already got wind. You've been meeting with homeboy that's going to build this condo.
Yeah.
You know, the press get everything first.
Yes, press gets everything first. Yeah.
Right? How do you explain to these parents that you need to do that? Or you can flip it however you want. Let's say you tell a donor, kick rocks. I ain't gonna speak for you. Tell me what you would do.
Town hall meeting.
You're at the town hall. You with the parents.
Yeah, with the parents.
Of all the players that play at this baseball field.
Yes. So good. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for attending this town hall meeting. I appreciate you coming out. Thank you for your support. Go Jets. I'll be at the next Jets game in my green cashmere coat, represent the team with my green pinstripe suit. I may be looking like the Riddler or the Joker.
You definitely looking like you from Boston too. Come on now, we in New York.
I'll be in New York though, but I got to rep gang green to the fullest. But anyway, So with regards to this baseball field, you know, I spoke to Mr. Big Bucks. We've been meeting. You know, I have a great relationship with him. But I am about us. I am about the people, and I'm about the community. And I know what this baseball field means to the community. It gets boys to come out and play, introduce them to a sport that lacks representation in the current Major League Baseball. And I'm a proponent of sports, me being someone that grew up playing sports myself, all the 3 major sports in the neighborhood, and it's a lot of fun, and it's productive, and it keeps the boys off the streets. And so what I'm going to do is tell Mr. Big Bucks that to reconsider another location, because this baseball field is very important to the community. The boys, it prevents boys from being idled and off the streets. And I'm going to talk to him about having consideration of relocation and show some compassion for the future generation, because if we don't have a generation of kids being productive, the generation that's going to lead us as we get older is going to be a lost society. So in other words, I'm with the people.
Listen, that sounds like that would go over well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, mind you, missing out on a lot of money, homeboy.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. I got my own investments.
Oh.
Wait, what is Mr. Mayor up to? What is Mr. I was just about to say Mr. Mayor love the kids, but what Mr. Mayor doing on the side?
You know, mayors is always doing something on the side.
Listen, mayor's always doing
some legal, some illegal.
They still gotta pay. They still gotta pay that mortgage, that rent, or wherever it is they at.
Still gotta pay that mortgage.
You know, I mean, they got Gracie Mansion to live in, but they always have some other place to live in outside of that as well.
Right.
But that was good. So
I got a healthy portfolio. Trust me.
Okay. So basically, you'll let that bread go.
I can let the bread go. I got a healthy
investigation.
Oh, you know they're gonna investigate.
Oh,
come on. Once he mentioned that, come on, this is a $2 million donor to the campaign, and he tell homeboy beat it.
Yeah, you could.
Or they investigate.
Right. You can audit me.
You basically telling the SEC to come check you out.
Facts. Audit me.
And all the alphabet boys,
all of them. All of them. I was about to say, I thought you was going to be swimming with the fishes, but no, you got a whole set. Okay, you good.
That's all right. Audit me. I ain't doing nothing wrong. Audit me.
So we're going to flip it around a little bit. Based on any of the ones that I sent to you that we didn't already do, which one of them would any one of you like for me to put my shows in the shoes of the mayor in?
Go ahead, D1. You got a question for him? A scenario?
I mean, it could be something outside of what I text you guys, or it could be something you think of. Just something within the realm of politics.
Okay. I think it's one of the scenarios that you might have sent us, but I don't remember it exactly. So I'm gonna add maybe to it. Let's see how it goes.
Let's see.
But so Mr. Mayor.
Handsome mayor. Nah, go ahead, Mr. Mayor. That'll do.
As lead reporter, I refuse to refer to you as handsome mayor. I'm not referring to you as Mr. Handsome. I'm not referring to you as Mayor Handsome. It's just like Mr. Mayor
Handsome.
Let's get her press pass revoked for the next.
Your mic is live. We can hear you, Mr.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Mr. Mayor, thank you for taking this opportunity to speak to the members of the press.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure being here, seeing you again. It's always great hearing your perspective.
True.
Your deputy mayor has just been accused of sexual misconduct. This is the same deputy mayor that you sang his praises. We've seen you out. As a matter of fact, I think you might have been out at a Yankees game with him. You seem to have a relationship beyond work relationship. And he's been accused of sexual misconduct. The details of the sexual misconduct haven't all been explained to the public, but what is clear to the public is that you've chosen to leave this deputy mayor in his role of deputy mayor.
Yes.
And your constituents are concerned.
As they should be.
What do you have to tell us?
Well, I thank you for asking that question. By the way, what channel are you with? If you mind me, also what network? If you mind me asking?
I'm with Network Mine. That's the name of
Mine Network.
Yes, Mine.
Thank you for asking that. So, as you all know, I've been voted the mayor, which means you New Yorkers trust me. You trust me in the decisions I have made. You trust me in the decisions I am making now and the decisions that I will make going forward. So I ask you all again as New Yorkers, please trust me. As I vouch for this person, as you all see, he is still in his job. He hasn't been suspended. If I remember correctly, we are all innocent until proven guilty. Am I correct? So despite what you have read, despite what you may have heard, despite what you may have seen, despite all the videos you may have seen, despite what TMZ posted or showed, he is still innocent until proven guilty. In addition to that, despite what you may hear from the Mind Network. So I could go on for days and days about how he has contributed to me being mayor and just being my right hand and helping with a lot of decisions that we've made in regards to the salaries for the teachers, the salaries for the cops and the firemen, all the housing that we're doing, the different things that we're doing for Penn Station and the transit hub, and all the money that we've gotten from the state to fund the bike lanes, expand Central Park, expand Battery Park, and to continue to improve upon law in Manhattan in the case there's another hurricane. All these things take money. So outside of all the things that I do in my spare time and shaking hands and meeting different constituents and looking handsome, those things takes time. He's working behind the scenes 24 hours. Now I might be 9 to 5. He's working the other 16 hours. That's why he still has a job. And again, I ask for your trust to all the details come about and we figure out. And if that is the case, that I do find out that he has been dishonest with anything he has done or has been reported, he will be terminated. I give you my word as mayor, and I promise it will be a thorough investigation. Thank you. What's your name again?
Never mind. Never mind. Important, sir.
But that was the Mind Network, right?
It's actually the his network. It's his.
Oh, the his
yeah.
network.
Yeah.
Liz, did I answer your question to your liking?
That was a whole entire answer. You sound like a lifetime politician.
I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, who's next?
Yes. Very impressive.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
It's like you've been accused or a friend has been accused of some level of misconduct in the past, because the way you handled that, you didn't even break a sweat. You wearing Old Spice or something? Like, what's happening?
Nah, Blue Nile. A little bit right here and right there. That's it.
Okay. Touche.
That's it. That's it. You know, I'm smelling it. You know, the fumes got,
Right.
you know.
All right. Tell you, that boy dangerous, man. That boy dangerous.
Listen,
Them lyrics is lethal, boy.
Oh, he just pulled that out from like, he's like, oh, I got this from 2 weeks ago. I got this from
Effortlessly.
wow.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, money. It's on you. What you got? You can think of something off top. You can text however you want to do it.
All right. Posing a question to you. Let me see. So, all right. Let's talk about the all right, Mr. Mayor. How are you, Jaja, from his network?
His network.
Yeah, his network. How you doing, sir?
Listen,
Yeah.
listen. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
Yes, sir.
You from his network, right?
I'm from his network. Yeah.
Listen, it's a pleasure to meet you. And whoever it is that works at that network, the senior executive,
Yeah.
I don't ever want that young lady to come back. I'll tell you something right now. Before you even get started, I want to be straight with you.
Right.
You ask the right question, or we're gonna revoke your press pass.
Right. Well, to see,
She set a bad precedent for you.
No, well, see, I'm from his square. You know,
His square.
The logo is his with the two, you know, like the square root.
Okay.
That's my network.
You're not with that.
No, not his square.
My apologies.
The number 2.
My apologies.
Yeah, that's our logo. That's our logo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
You're just gonna leave me on my own. That's good. All right. Thank you. Thank you for that.
So let me clarify. Jaja Pinnock from his square network.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah. So I just wanted to talk to you about the violence that's going on in the subways.
Okay.
Very rampant. It seems like a lot of mental patients, people with mental disorders are running rampant in the city, and they're just committing random acts of violence on subways, on the subway passengers. You hear slashings, assaults, and these are people clearly that are mentally unstable.
Right.
They're not institutionalized. What are you doing to nullify that, or if not eliminate, nullify it to a great margin, so the subway riders can feel safe riding the subway systems again, because a lot of people are very afraid.
That's a great question. What's your name again?
Ja P from his square network.
First of all, I just need to say that politician tactic of what's your name again?
Yeah.
Even real reporters, there's something threatening about that.
But they do that for a reason. And you know, I'm trying to stay in character. He said it's Ja P. You know, I gotta get back to all right, let me come back.
Yeah. Ja P from his square.
From his square.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, are you from New York, Ja P?
Yeah. I'm not peeing right now. I'm just, that's the name.
Okay.
I'm not peeing.
All right.
Yeah.
So
his square network. Yes, sir. New York. Yes.
When I was running for office as mayor, one of the pillars of my campaign was safety. You know, I have a long history with safety and law enforcement. So I am the mayor of safety. You understand? In addition to being Hanser, I'm the mayor of safety. Let me start that by saying that is first on all my agenda items every single day. How can New Yorkers be safe? And I have to think of myself first. You know why? Because I ride the subway too. Granted, I have some people with me that will see to it that no harm comes to me, but I'm there. I'm of the people. I am the people. I'm you. You understand? You understand?
Yeah.
I'm one of you. And sadly, I see the same things that you see that happens in the subway every single day. And don't think for a second that I take these things for granted. But let's put this into context. How many people ride the subway every single day? Millions and millions of people, right?
Yes.
Unfortunately, there's a victim somewhere at some train station. Now, as much as it is they report about the incidents that do happen, they don't report about the criminals we catch. We're not going to get everybody. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Safety is in your mind. You have to feel safe in order to go anywhere. I want you to feel safe from the time that you leave the door. I want you to feel less safe walking down the street, and I want you to feel safe while you're in the subway. And the only way you're going to do that is if you go. I've implemented a new plan. I'm going to add a police officer to every subway car in the entire New York City Transit.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a 6-month pilot plan, and that should definitely drive down the number of incidents that take place. Now, I can't do everything for mental health by myself. That's why I'm partnering with this mental health program to offer free mental health to everybody. We're going to have a mobile truck in every borough where people could come and visit. And then as the plan picks up, we'll add more mobile trucks to assist people. And these mobile trucks will be there on the weekend also. Again, my first priority as mayor when I was running for office was safety. And that will always be my first concern as I continue on as mayor. What I want you to do, Judge IP, I want you to come back in 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
And you tell me how I did with decreasing the violence in the subway. And when you see these numbers go down, I want you to come back and say, Mr. Mayor, you were right.
Okay, I see.
Thank you.
All right, all right, all right. What? This guy needs to run for real, man.
Yo, this guy, he clearly has, I don't know. First of all, I don't know how this guy is going to fund everything that he's talking about. And, but, you know, that's a whole other thing. But yo, your conviction.
Yeah.
And when that's done, I want you to come back and tell me.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yo, that's A1. That's A1 right there, boy.
Safety is in the mind. Dude,
that was it. That was it. That was it. That was it right there. That was it. That was it. And he kills it with the deadpan look too.
Listen.
The deadpan look.
Listen,
and ask a question and answer it. How many people ride the subway each day? 1 million.
It's a fact. It's true.
But how many people get hurt? 1.
Right.
Right? Let's do the math. Let's do the math. So you watch this stuff enough. And first, if you're gonna lie, you gotta believe the lie first. It gotta start with you. And you know, New Yorkers are jaded. We don't believe anybody, especially politicians.
Right.
So everything about you, you got to speak with conviction. You got to walk with conviction, everything. And once you get in front of that camera, you got to turn that on. Because automatically we think that you're lying.
Off rip.
Automatic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and as much as it is that I have a disdain for politics, I find that I have to watch it because there's something about it. There's something entertaining about it. You know, because and I know we did an episode on the voting and talking about voting and speaking about that, but it takes something for you to actually decide, I want to vote for this person. That takes something. That takes something within them. Now, regardless of where people are on the political spectrum, left, right, who they vote for, some people like Trump, some people don't, some people like Biden, some people don't. It takes something for you to say, I want to vote for that person. Now, sadly, a lot of people voted for Biden because they hate Trump so much. I don't even think there's a lot of people that like Biden. I really don't. It's just that they hate Trump that much. Like, oh no, I'm going to be the first one at the poll. First one. And that's what they did.
I agree.
So, you know, this is what comes with politics. I mean, I know we doing like a comedic spin on it and just being the mayor and things of that nature, but you know, we know these things really do happen. So D1, I'm gonna flip it back to you, Mrs. Mayor. So
Yes,
you
sir.
have been selected. You have been selected to accompany the President of the United States to Ukraine, to offer your support, however you can assist morally, spiritually, emotionally, however it is you can assist, because you know what's going on over there. Now, at the same time, there's a hurricane that's headed to New York City, and it's going to be making landfall in approximately 3 days or so. They're expected to make landfall as a Category 4. So you already know what the winds are going to be like, 175 miles per hour, 150 miles per hour. It's going to be bad once you make landfall. So you're on the news, you're having a press conference, and you're explaining to us city folks why you need to go to Ukraine when you have a hurricane on the way that's going to make landfall in 2 or 3 days. What are you going to say?
Well, New Yorkers, we are strong, we are resilient. We have been through much worse than this. We will get through this, and we will come out on the other side stronger and more powerful than we are right now. I have my team of clones. Along with the prior mayor's deputy mayor, who was accused but exonerated of sexual misconduct on the team. He works really hard. Apparently he works 16 hours a day, can get a lot done. I have done a lot of work in preparedness, along the lines of storm preparedness, hurricane preparedness, so that we have what we need going into the storm. Every household in New York City will receive grocery bag and toilet tissue and water. Yes, every single New Yorker.
Wow.
Every single New York. So you don't even have to run out to the store. It is free of charge. Your tax dollars have paid for emergencies such as this.
Wow.
And so this is my time as New York City mayor to give back to you what so many of you have given to New York, with the exception of Staten Island, because nobody pays Staten Island enough attention. So Staten Island, for this storm, you get 2 bags of groceries.
You can't do that. You can't do that.
For you, Staten Island, in a way that no other mayor has. And it's important for me to go to the Ukraine. We all know that international politics is important. You all know that we are all not just New York City citizens, but world citizens. And this is my opportunity to represent New York City as a Black woman in the Ukraine and showing our support and figuring out what we can do to be the best citizens of the world as possible. I trust that my team will manage all in my absence. I will be in constant contact, and I will return with souvenirs for everyone. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yeah, souvenirs for all 8 million people.
Listen,
if
you're going to be investigated ASAP.
Miss Mark got all kinds of budgets. He's putting a police officer in every car, in every train,
every car,
New York City for every hour of every day. I can do this.
But I didn't say when that program was going to start.
See what I'm saying? But here's the difference. Like, we vote for leadership qualities, I think, as compared to leadership skills.
Mm,
We vote for charisma.
I like that.
We,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
vote for the package. We vote for the presentation, as opposed to the answer, which is like the quality. Like, what did you package it all in, as compared to the skill? With the skill is, am I in the muck with you? Am I doing the things with you? Am I showing up the way I want you to show up? And do I have the moral fiber that you could expect from a person in this position? Am I being an example? Am I being not just a team leader, but a team player? We don't vote for that.
Right.
So now that I learned from Mayor Mark, I went ahead and I switched over. I just want to tell the people whatever they want to hear.
You absolutely right. Like I said, it says a lot to get, because there's a lot of people that just don't vote, period. They hate politics and they hate politicians. But I think the most confident that I've ever been, one of the times I felt very confident going to the poll is when we voted for Barack Obama. From both ends, from the leadership on both ends, you know, because he came from the ground up.
Yeah.
And even if he would have gotten to office and he was a complete train wreck, just how he spoke and the eloquence in which he spoke and speak to people, that would got him elected, because he said everything everyone wanted to hear. He's a wordsmith and he knows that.
Yeah.
That's what got him 2 terms.
Yeah. And there's something about the megahertz of his voice. I'm like, oh, this is a whole lullaby. And the cadence and the rhythm and the
Come on.
Man,
Come on.
Out of that chocolate mouth. Yes, whatever you say, sir. Whatever you say. Sorry.
Okay, calm down. He's married. He's married.
You're right.
You understand?
And word on the street is Michelle does not like to share, so I apologize.
Okay, how you know all that? I don't know, but apparently it's on the street.
He light skinned though. He light skinned.
That's what it is.
I thought you was on his side. Oh no, you're not. Not really.
Every side.
I forgot Clifford Todd.
Oh God.
Listen, let me tell you something.
I forgot about Cliff and Todd. Cliff and Todd. That's right.
Cliff and Todd. Did y'all just see Cliff do his whole Cliff thing? Oh my God. That man.
I didn't know.
Oh my goodness. What is it? The New York State of Mind concert had both of them were there. Both Cliff and Todd on the stage same time. But
look, you going crazy.
Oh man.
All right, let's bring it back to politics.
Yeah.
I thought that felt political. That's not.
For she say something as mayor and she get canceled for her re-election. You know, this cancel culture is really real.
Not for my sister friends. My sister friends gonna be like, yes, girl.
I was just about to say that. Not the sister contingent.
Listen,
like, yes, Cliff and Todd.
That's who'll keep her in office. That's who'll keep her in office. The sister contingent.
Yep.
What's that? Black Twitter? Everybody on Black Twitter gonna come through.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Cinco minutos, folks. 5 minutos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Oh, wow. All right. So this for you, JJ.
Yes, sir.
That's good that you said 5 minutes, because you know sometimes as mayor, you got to speak and keep it pushing.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So this is one of those moments, you know, when you come out of somewhere and there's 50 cameras, 50 reporters, and you walk into the car and they following you. This is one of those moments.
Yeah.
You're talking, they walking with you. Everybody throwing questions at you, but you decide to just entertain one of them.
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So this is the scenario. Meanwhile, you walking and you talking. That's the character you in. You on your way to the Escalade,
Right.
right? Since you only got 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm about to go to the Jets game in my green cashmere coat. You know what I
You
mean?
about to go to the Jets game with your
Right.
green cashmere.
Yeah, you know.
Green
You're ready.
cashmere.
Yeah, you're ready. Yeah.
I'm
Money.
loving it. I can
Money.
see that.
I mean, the cashmere definitely speaks to some class, but the
Money.
green,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's money. It's money.
I see, and it's not, I feel like it's not fully buttoned, or even it's not buttoned at all. You just
Nah,
like,
straight cape.
ah,
swag,
Open. Yeah.
swag,
Yeah.
killing them.
Shaft. You dig? Shaft. Straight
All
up.
right, JJ.
Yeah.
So you recently got a huge influx of money from the state.
Mm-hmm.
They want you to hire 1,000 teachers.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the reporters asked you, how is it that you're going to promote this campaign to hire these teachers? And how are you going to convince those who may be on the fence about becoming teachers to be a teacher in New York City?
Salary increase. I feel that teachers need to be paid just as high in salary as your firefighters and your servicemen. Well, even the police officers need to be paid. The teachers, educators is a high stressing job, and there's a lot of burden and work in dealing with a classroom full of kids, dealing with multiple personalities, multiple temperaments. I respect the work that teachers do, and I feel that they should be paid a significant amount of money so they can live comfortably and know that what they're doing, the service they're providing to educating our youth, is worth it. So a significant increase in pay for all teachers. If you're starting out as a teacher, your first year annual pay, $60K starting. First year, $60K. You coming into it, $60K. Yeah. And
I think it's about that already.
is it?
I think so. You may have to up them numbers. You can't get into the
70.
Escalade yet.
70.
7.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to my research team. The numbers I got was I thought the average salary of teachers was 45 to 50. So I raised it up to 60. So I need to hang on a second. Jeff, I thought those numbers was 45 to Jeff. All right, we're gonna talk about that later. All right. So if
Jeff ain't gonna make it.
I'm about to have a conversation with private meeting with Jeff. So in the event that the average salary was 60K, I'm raising it up to 75.
Woo!
Yeah, 75 starting. Principals are getting double, 150K. Assistant principals, 112, 115.
Numbers.
Yeah, but starting out, you graduate, education, you're coming into the fold, you're teaching, even if you're teaching pre-K, K, 75.
Wow. Yeah, you're definitely gonna have a lot of teachers.
Yeah. I'm gonna get back with you because I need to talk to Jeff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We appreciate your time, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Go Jets.
Yeah. Go Jets.
He got his green cashmere. He's like, okay, I answered the question. Now I'm going.
Done. Listen, it sounds like he already got into the Escalade, just rolled down the window. After he spoke to Jeff, he wrote, hold on a minute, come back. 70K. Roll the window right back up. Kevin pushing.
You can't be walking around in green cashmere and not raising salaries. Like you can't.
You see what I'm saying?
That's not gonna happen.
Not in the green cashmere coat. Not in the green
cannot.
coat. You can't do that.
Come on, Gucci ties and all that.
And I'm representing money, so therefore, like, come on.
and you look like money.
You understand?
You understand? Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
That's a fact. How we looking for time?
Gotta close it out. Gotta close it out, Brody.
Gotta close it out.
Yeah, man.
All right.
It's fun though. It's been fun.
Listen, so we're gonna wrap this up. This is the Not Right, Not Wrong podcast with D1, the first mayor, the first cinnamon-hued mayor of New York City, the first Black female mayor of New York City, straight representing. In addition, we also got JJ, the first Jet fan mayor, working around swagged up crazy.
Green cashmere, you dig.
Listen. So you heard what we would do if we were mayor of New York City. You can come up with your own thoughts, comments, and all that. You hit us, you let us know, you talk about it, subscribe, listen. 92.6 The Spot every Friday. Check us out, YouTube, Not Right, Not Wrong. Stick with us. We got more to come. We just getting started. Peace.